Hey, welcome back to Chris's Book Reviews. I apologize for keeping you so long. Uh, thanks for waiting for the third part of the How to Win Friends and Influence People book review. So here it is after a long time waiting. Okay, Dale Carnegie, in the end, he says, okay, this is basically how to be a leader. First off, never insult anyone to the point where, oh, hey, this person, really messed up, and you just say, oh man, why are you disappointing me? Why are you just so bad at what you do? No, you would never want to do that, obviously. But there are some things that are a bit more subtle that you should do. And that is, you should always let them save face. So if there's other people around and you see that they're doing a pretty job, and when I say I mean it's marginal at best, and you should wait until it's just you and them, or most everyone else is distracted, for you to actually call them out and say, hey, you see how you're doing this, I'd prefer if you would do it like this. And when you suggest to them how to do their job a bit better, make it seem like it's an easy fix. Because if you say, oh, you're doing everything wrong, it's much more complex, it's way more complicated than that, or just those phrases, it would make it seem a bit intimidating and hard for just the average employee, or even the above average employee, to increase their performance if they are already thinking, oh man, okay, I thought I was doing a decent job, but guess not. I really gotta step it up, this is going to be hard. That's already a mindset that will bring them down the corporate ladder quite a bit. So in order to make sure your employees stay happy and they actually are learning, and these don't have to be employees by any means, they could just be your underlings, or just people you're tutoring or mentoring, make it seem like their job is easy, as in make it seem like they can do every aspect of their job flawlessly, or at least they have the capability to do it flawlessly. With that being said, there's only one other point I want to touch on, besides letting them save face and making sure it's easy, or at least they think it's easy to improve. Remember to reward them for the progress they made, even if it's a little adjustment. For example, let's say I am in the kitchen, and a good friend of mine, he leaves his dishes in the sink and they're dirty. I would usually say, hey, why are these here? I thought you were going to do them last night. But regardless of what he says, I would reply, oh yeah, like, it's fine, don't worry about it, if you could just do it from now on. He would most likely say, okay, yeah, sure. And whenever I would see him actually doing the dishes, that I noticed that, right? I would actively go out and say, hey, thank you for doing this, thank you for making this happen. And even if it's something really, really small, or something that is expected, you still reward that person for improving, right? Because it gives them a sense of self-worth, that they're doing something where they're contributing, where they're just overall making a difference in your life. As in, oh, I made that person feel good. I feel pretty good about what I'm doing, and I find value in my work. So make sure you let every change go noticed. Yeah, positive or negative. If it's negative, just say, hey, could you just gently push them back up. Oh, actually, there's one last thing. Okay, this is actually the last thing though that I would highly suggest you do. So if you already tried talking to them and they're really stubborn and they're just like, yeah, I'll do it better next time, when you know for a fact that they're not, and then the best way to handle those kind of situations would be throw down a challenge, as in say, hey, I personally challenge you to do this. I don't think you can, but if you can, prove me wrong, like honestly, come on, let me see what you got. In that kind of way, in a playful way though, not in the, oh, I honestly don't think you're capable of doing this small task. That would create the mindset of, oh, this is hard, okay, I can give up because they said they don't think I have it. But if you lightly say, oh, come on, you can't really be that lazy, or I guess you're not cut out for this line of work, couldn't make it, so sad. Nah, joking of course, but yeah, seriously, just do it next time. Make the challenge, just make that challenge, make it, present and obvious to that person you're trying to get to change. Because if you do this, then whoever it is will most definitely say, okay, you know what, I've been personally challenged and I got some pride for myself. Even if it's a little bit of pride, they will stand up and they will get their butt into gear, honestly. I've seen it work many times with, just some casual friends of mine, acquaintances, and I need to give them a pep talk, and then when a pep talk doesn't work, I'm like, okay, fine, you can think what you want, but I challenge you to do this. And I make it seem like, hey, here's an obstacle. If you can get over it, I'll be impressed. And I don't know, it's using the knowledge from the past two videos, it's getting to that point where you want to be the one being impressed, as in they know that you're a pretty cool person, right? And they can obviously see that, oh man, this person's super cool, super relaxed, very just overall, I like this person. I like this person a lot, and I would like to impress them. You want to be that person that they want to impress. So if you throw down this challenge, they will, try to do their best to impress you. And when they do, always say, hey, I'm really impressed, or you did it, I'm very proud. Something along those lines. And if you do all of this, then you really shouldn't have any problem managing and leading a team. Because when I say managing, I don't mean managing as in, oh, okay, you go here, I'm going to just sit here and watch. No, you're actively doing something with them. That's the whole point of leadership. A manager, it's more of a, okay, I'm just going to sit back and supervise and just accept that it's going to be done. Leadership, though, it's, okay, I see the goal, I'm going to sprint at it, but I can't do it alone. Will you guys please come with me? A great example would be me cooking. I see this great recipe I want to cook. It would take a long time for me to cook it by myself, but I get the groceries, and I start laying everything out. And as soon as I put a lot of enthusiasm into what I'm doing, they see, hey, this guy is leading the recipe, and he's actually cooking. You know what? We can contribute. And they will want to contribute to someone who is enthusiastic and is overall an impressive person. So, with that being said, I hope this video will kind of help you realize all the aspects of being a leader and how to handle just handling people in general, with a team at least. Also, if you have any further questions, I'll put a link to the book in the description. You can buy it. It's an excellent read, one of my favorite books. And yeah, thank you for waiting so long for the third video, but it's finally done, finally happened, we did it.